Oh, LA, these vans are leaving now. We've learned that this is some sort of manufacturing facility, fashion district in Los Angeles. It's not the first immigration-related or ICE-related raid we've seen from Homeland Security agents, HSI, on their vests. You can, if we were closer on the chopper shot coming in from our NewsNation station, KTLA, you would see that on some of the agents. And these white vans, if you were with us a few minutes ago, had come in to the parking lot because the agents had lined up, you know, maybe a couple of dozen people with their hands behind their back, all in handcuffs. Now they're taking them away. And when I say it's not the first time, earlier today in Los Angeles at a Home Depot in the Westlake district, there was a raid and there were arrests made, as we understand it. KTLA reported on that. And now they're showing us pictures of this. So they've armored vehicles. Look at this. They're making their way through the streets. There were a bunch of people, most of them with their phones kind of running after. Now they've stopped. Like this guy over here has got his phone out. They were running after the agents. Here she goes up the side, and there's someone, she's trying to say something to the van, and here's someone coming up to the van, letting them go. There's someone took a shot at that other van. You see that, the second van that came through? This woman is still running alongside. So this is an active situation in Los Angeles. So this has been going on throughout the day. The immigration crackdown, the administration often carried out by, they're going to take a shot at the window, see if they let this SUV that's obviously part of the motorcade go. This guy's going to stand right in front of it as he's making his way down the street. So they've slowed down in terms of the miles per hour that they're using. Other people with phones are running right alongside. But this, at Home Depot, we didn't have the video. I didn't see the video if it was something similar. Oh, boy, just threw something right at the window. Oh, there goes. The guy is down in the street there. So the car is going to stop and back it up. We probably get out of this a little bit, Duff, so we don't see anything too close. All right, the agents are going to pull around, and man, they threw something at him. Oh, here comes another car. The agents get away. That guy was down. Did he get back up? He did, right? Is that him on his knees here? Is it this guy right here? Okay, so he was standing in front. He was trying to get the car to stop, you know, obviously, and he's just standing right in front of it. And at some point, when he's backpedaling, he trips. So the agent or whoever's driving that car hit the brakes, and then as soon as they had a moment, they pulled around and got from the outside. But he wasn't the only one giving him a hard time as they got out of that facility. We saw people. It's hard to tell what they were throwing. They were definitely throwing something at the vehicle. So it was a whole, they came in, that's how they do it. The HSI officials, they come in heavily armed. They had armored vehicles at the start of that motorcade, heavily armed agents surrounding the facility, if you were with us earlier, guns drawn, waiting, and then the vans came because they had made the arrest. The raid happened. We didn't see that live, but we saw the aftermath. They had everybody come out in handcuffs, and then the vans came. Once the vans came, when we were in commercial break, they loaded everybody into the vans, I suppose that they were arresting, and then they pulled them away. So that was the guy. I guess he's okay, but he's up and at it. All right, boy. What a day here. So we'll, again, two that we know of in L.A. We had the Abrego Garcia case separate from that we covered breaking. Two raids we know of, pictures coming in from the chopper, NewsNation station KTLA as they find another location. Anything else happens there, we'll tell you about it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.